Woof, 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 and cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Welcome to a pop-up bonus Black Friday thrift haul. Yay! So, Ursula and I, there's Ursula. There she is. There too. There she is. Ursula and I went shopping today. Well, we actually weren't planning on going shopping. We weren't planning on dropping some stuff off at our cross-border shipper. And then just sort of hit us maybe one thrift store, two thrift store, three thrift store. It was like Mambo number 5. It was like thrift store number 6. We had a little bit of fun. We being the royal we. Rick didn't go with me. I was by myself. And just decided that I did this quick show. And this literally, I thought I'd pop up and do a show. And this is literally the box of stuff that I picked up today. And I thought it'd be fun just to do a quick pop-up thrift haul. So hello, everyone, for popping in. Some of you may be watching us on Facebook in the craft group. We're live in there as well tonight as we are on our YouTube channel. So you can watch us in either place. You can comment in either place. If you do comment in the Facebook group, Rick might have to answer you because it only shows up to us as Facebook user for some strange reason. So let me say hello. Louette has joined us here, and Elisa, and Paul, and Donna, and Janet. Thanks for all of you for popping in for this unexpected thrift. Well, you know. So I went out. I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heidi Sue, hi. Maybe 5, maybe 6 thrift stores, and I spent $120 Canadian. So $120 Canadian is about 90 US. One of the reasons that I did it was because I also happened to have, from the Value Village side, I had a coupon that was spend $30, get 20% off, spend $50 and get 30% off, spend $75 and get 40%, 30% off. I didn't spend $75 at one place. So I managed, it basically is like a free 20% coupon. So I did have to look at everything that was in there. Did the box jingle, jangle, jingle? No, I did a little bit. And I was not a poor, unfortunate soul. But so I thought I'd just show you some of the stuff today that I picked up. Now, some of it was interesting. Some of it, it's not all Christmas either. It was really sort of randomly sort of surrounding a bunch of different things. So I thought I'd start off with a couple of things that were Christmas. Some of it is actually, when you pick stuff up, it's for you because it's actually cheaper to buy at a thrift store. I found this, which is obviously somebody had donated from an Amazon packet. And these are for $4.99. These are little sticks that we can put outside that have little Christmas presents and crap like that all over. So I can pop them out into our yard. And again, for $4.99 for all 12, there's 12 in here. I'll be able to decorate our place and give some to Adrian for Adrian's place just to stick in the front of his. So again, that was just a little fun sort of thing to get for that. Lawn art. Yeah, that's basically what it is. I don't even know what they are inside. I'll slide it open and see what kind of stuff it is here. Rick hasn't seen any of this stuff. Oh, by the way, he is here. There he is, down there. He's watching too to sort of see what did I spend.
I'm just watching.
So it's like, again, these just have a little, there he is, there. And a little snowman, and candy cane, and a Santa. So really Christmas, like
they're kind of cute,
really cute little Christmassy things. But again, $5. I don't care if someone steals them for $5. And they come with the sticks, pointed sticks. Do not poke yourself with a pointed stick. Next is another little Christmas.
Not again.
Huh?
Not again.
It's done. I've done it before, but not that. So next actually was something that I found that was literally in the seasonal section, and I'm not exactly sure why they put it in the seasonal section, but I sure as hell is glad I looked at it, because take a look at this. If I can pop this video up. So I'm looking at a seasonal shelf, and there's the seasonal shelf, and all the usual sort of mugs and things like that. There's a couple of like Joy, some cheap stuff, some of that Arby stuff, and then what was that? What's that up on the top there? Why, it's a cookie jar. And
Cute little bear.
who makes this cookie jar? McCoy. And how much is this cookie jar? $7.99. So you bet it was I thrifted it or throwed it. Or throwed it. This is, let's see if I can get, where's the cookie jar? Did I take another picture?
It's not a kangaroo, Alyssa.
No, it's a little bear. It's a strange little bear. But
Bear with a bow tie.
it's a little bear with a cookie in the front. No cracks, no chips or anything like that to him. And I think this is actually one of the earlier McCoy ones. There's the big McCoy label on it, because the ones we found, they all seem to have different paint jobs. So I think this might be a hand paint. I'm not sure. Really cute little face on it. So I looked this up, and I'm more than happy to find out. I mean, I grabbed it because I saw it was McCoy and it was $7.99. But more than happy to find that somebody has got one of these listed on Etsy for $262.
Canadian.
But somebody also sold one on Worthpoint for $250 a few years back. And it's interesting, they're all a little bit different. That's the thing I'm saying. So you notice on this Worthpoint one from 2017, the cookie is green, but I've got a green and a yellow cookie. His bow is actually painted on the top and the bottom. My bow is not painted on the top and the bottom. So it's just, again, I don't know if I'm going to get $250 or, as the Etsy person had, this was listed at $350. I don't know if I'm going to get that much for it, but still, for $7.99, I was very happy to find this little guy in my shop.
We have the right box to ship him in.
And we have a box.
Sorry.
To ship him in. Sometimes I found other stuff, like I needed to get that extra little $1 or $2 just to be able to get on get to the discount level. So this is something I bought. Again, really cute little thing. I have no idea. Hey, Debbie. This is a salt and pepper shaker, and of course it was just the one. So the 3 holes. I'm never sure if 3 holes. I think 3 holes is pepper, and 5 holes is salt. But I just thought this was really cute, really vintagey. I love the little diamond eyes on it. And again, $1.99. So I couldn't really resist. There's part of the Japan sticker on that. So this will probably go on a salt and pepper shaker show that we do on Whatnot. That's going to be coming up in December. And then this special little poodle was a little expensive, but it's a Christmas poodle. And I'm not used to seeing Christmassy poodles. You may be used to seeing those kind of poodles that have, I guess, that spaghetti kind of flocking type of stuff on them. I don't know really what it's called either myself. But this is a little cute poodle because he's got little Christmas holly on him. And it was priced at $5.99. And I thought, you know what? For $5, no chips or cracks or anything to him. I thought, I don't mind paying $5 for something like this. If I saw this at a flea market, I'd probably pay $5. If we saw it at an estate sale, I think, Rick, you would pick it up for $5.
Yep.
So again, no chips or cracks. There is marking on the bottom of it there. So I'll have to do a little research on that. But again, it's kind of spaghetti, but if you can see, this is more popcorn ceiling than it is the spaghetti kind of poodle. So I'm going to put the poodle and the kitty over there. So a little Christmas, a little not Christmas, a little Halloween, I guess, the black cat. Then I go to something that I always go by a baggy wall, right? So I go by a baggy wall and I just happened to see something like this. Now, I don't know if any of you would recognize this if you saw this just sitting there. Now, I do. And that's because I actually this was one of the dolls that I was actually allowed to play with as a kid. So this doll here is a Marx doll from the 1960s. Marx made these molded plastics. So if I can get a better shot of who it is, I'm going to open the bag anyway. The baggie was $4.99. But Marx made these dolls called Best of the West. Yep, I got Johnny West. Best of the West. And the Best of the West guys all came with molded outfits. So their clothing was all molded on. their hands were pliable, but it's actually very hard to find them in these kind of colors. Now, the other thing that was weird is I was looking at this, and this guy is actually a flocked-haired guy. And so I just did research actually when I came home on him, and let's see if I can find where I got the thing on him and where did I put him. I have no idea where I looked him up, but I can't find him now. But he's a flocked-haired guy, and I think his name is Dan.
Dangerous Dan.
Dangerous Dan. So the Dangerous Dan, he kind of does look like Riker. That's true, he does.
Yes, it's beady little eyes, and his eyebrows are faded.
So it's again, this $4.99, but he has sold for between $40 to $150. If I had his box, I would have really out in luck. But again, for a $5 purchase, this is really good. So if you're Canadian and you're watching this and you ever see something in a baggie that looks like this, like they've got molded plastic clothing, what they used to do, and Donna made the comment as well in there, they had a plastic vest that would go over here, plastic holsters, plastic hats. There were women in there too. They had plastic hair, but it was always painted. I didn't know they even made a flocked version. And for Canadian people, Johnny West, who is a brown cowboy, they were all browns, but in Canada, there were other colors of these. Hey, Jennifer, thanks for popping in on our pop-up. The other colors are like a green Johnny West. So the Canadian issue, the versions are actually harder to find and worth more money. So again, $4.99. So on my $120, I think so far I may have gotten maybe 30 or 40 out of him. And I think I covered the whole 120 with my little bear cookie jar. So everything else I got is free. I guess it's sort of free. I don't know if you want to call it that. A couple other Christmassy things I found. Now, I actually looked this up because I thought this can't be worth anything, because a lot of times, hey, Lisa, thanks for popping in. And anybody else who's joined us on Facebook, if you have, thank you for popping in there. A lot of times you look at stuff and you think, oh, this can't be worth anything because it's something that's so common. So this is Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola, again, is the type of thing that you really need to try and figure out or look up. Now, this is what I did. I'm looking at this, and it's kind of cute, and it's kind of expensive. It was $12.99. So it's a Santa North Pole guy in a little Coke car. Then there's a little mini thing behind it. And actually, if you read down here, it is a powered unit with detailed figures, trailer connecting bars, and 2 roller pickups. And what it is called, it's on the end here, is the North Pole Speeder with 2 trailers. Now, I think this might actually run for somebody. That's just it, at least I find I normally stay away from a lot of the Coke stuff, but I decided not to stay away from this guy because I looked him up. You know, Rick, I don't know if you get a chance, but can you look up Coca-Cola Speeder, North Pole Speeder, and see if you can find that?
I found it. Let me
Hey, Sherry.
share my screen.
Didn't see. And I actually found this is sold for anywhere between $70 to $125. There's some there, 105. The speeder right there, 93. But if you look at the average sales on that, this is on Terapeak. You can see the average sales. If you go up, Rick, a little bit, that line, the average sell price is sitting there up in the $68 mark. So I thought it was well worth taking the shot on this to go to a $12 price right here, because basically with the 20% off, that was going to make it $10. So $10 Canadian, what tax is 11, so $8 US to flip for 40 or $50. So I thought that's not bad. So we're up to 50. We got 50, let's say, for the guy. We got the cookie jar at 150, so we're at 250 already. And we only spent 120. What else have we found? Well, some stuff you find and you're like, okay, I just got to pick this up. Why? Because it's sealed and it's old and it's weird, but it's still. Rick's probably going to think I'm nuts for picking this thing up if he doesn't already think that I'm nuts to begin with.
Yeah.
This is actually. I don't know if we will keep this or if we will sell it. But I bought a 6-inch weed whacker.
What are you trying to tell me?
That we need to do the lawnmower. No, the thing that I bought this weed eater. I get $11.99 because it literally has never been out of the box. It's a stapled box that has never been opened. So I don't even know what year this is from, but I actually did look it up. And I saw a used one sell for a little bit of money, but I did see one that said it was new that actually sold for $100. So the thing that's interesting about this is when we put in our local Max solds, when we put in sealed vintage things, we actually have gotten really good money. We sold a hot dog cooker in a sealed package from the 1980s for almost $100. So I think this may wait till the spring, but I think if anything, we might try it on there. But that's just it. New old stock. Again, $11. So we're talking here.
Somebody's selling just the handle.
Or just the I could sell just the weed eater pamphlet. There we go. I made more money on those 4 things, right?
Yep.
There, parts list, a pamphlet, and that's 7, 20. I can make $45 if I open this damn thing up and split it apart. But I'm not gonna. It's a little heavy, but again, it's not always Christmas. I mean, it is in one aspect, and some of the stuff we looked at. Well, this is Christmas because I couldn't pass this up. $6.99. Noma, big name for Christmas. This is so cute. Weed, Coke, and Speed. Yeah. This is Noma's version of a Christmas village, the old standby putz houses. But this is the plastic putz houses. So there they are. There's the whole set, including the church. I'll get one of them out for you. I think I've got this. And you stick the light in the back of this. And just to show you as an example, these are what's listed right now on Etsy for this exact set. There's that church right there. There's the church, $65. There's sort of the same thing in the Alpine Village version, $80. And that's the real putz house, which is made out of paper. But I just thought I'd show you that somebody else has basically this same set, not in its box, listed for $65. It's got a couple of little flaws on it where it looks like somebody has poked a little too hard on the front where the light has come through. And I have to admit, I did not notice that because it's right sort of in the middle there. But now that I can see through there, I can actually see there's a little hole poked in a few of them.
I wouldn't be too fussed about that.
Yeah, we might decide to put this. We did talk about putzes before. We actually had that Alpine Village that I showed you right there. This is one of the ones that we talked about before. Is with putz houses. We had this Alpine Village here in that I'm showing you right there in its box. So always look for them. Most of the time, I only see those actually out at antique malls, and they want a lot of money for the ones that are like paper, the made in Japan paper ones. So let's see, what else did we find? Well, again, this is not your typical thing, and it's got nothing to do with Christmas. But when we were walking along, or when I was walking along, because Rick wasn't with me, when I was walking along, this is just for Elisa. It's not really, but she'll understand. I just had to take a video of this. There's nothing. It's self-explanatory. Look at the lovely plush. What the hell is that in the plush? What is that in the? Oh. It's a bull. But from a distance, it does not look like a bull. I was wondering, why is there a giant red?
I see it now.
You just saw it now?
Yeah.
So it tells you where my head actually went. That's the first thing I saw was not that it was a bull. I looked down the aisle, and that's what I saw. And I went, what the heck is this in the children's section? Yes, something that does, yes, very dirty minds, and something that really needs a wax job. And I am a dirty man. Yes, I'm a dirty old man. I literally had to pick it up to go, what the hell is this? Because I thought I might have to move it to a different part of the store. But I didn't have to move it to a different part of the store. Because there it is. So, but
that's better.
I left it in the exact sort of position that it was in. I don't know if that was right. For me to do. Let me show you something else, though, that was much more fun for me to find. And I got a little video of this one, too. Take a look at this in the game section. Oh, well, there's the preview. There you see what it is already. This is, I found this going through the games. And I saw that. Now, as soon as I saw Esty, the name, I knew that, I'm going back here a little bit. As soon as I saw that, I knew I had to look at it. Plus, I could see it was sealed. But now you can see why. I slid it out. And look at this. It's an X-Wing starter set. Still sealed. It's a little rocket starter set, and it's still sealed. And this is the actual starter set itself. Like, take a look at this. There it is. There's all the stuff you get in it. Oh, my God. And there's the year, 1996. Lucasfilm starter set for this. And that's just a better picture of the back of it. So, but I could not believe that I found something, and it's not small. It is not a small thing. It's kind of, I guess, like the bull. It's quite large, but I love finding something that's sealed. This actually has sold for $100 to $150 or more for that. So all your launch supplies. Now, I tell you one thing. We will not put Estes or that it is a flying rocket on the thing. We will just put it as a model rocket because they don't like rockets going across the border. But again, I love this. This is so amazing. I was so thrilled to find. And this is just it. This is a now 26-year-old sealed thing that someone just decided to get rid of. Like, I know why they got rid of the bull, probably because it sat in the wrong place in their house and they realized what it looked like. But I had to, like, I couldn't pass that one up. I also couldn't pass up this. I know I'm not supposed to buy linens, right? I'm not supposed to buy them.
You have an obsession.
The comps on that, Tina, are around 150 or so. I hadn't seen comps for an actual sealed one. So that was the interesting thing. I couldn't find one that had been sealed. So I just found these, and I thought that they were cute. This is a little vintage mini tablecloth. It was $2. There we go. Little Christmas tablecloth. So this is going to go into our show that we have coming up. One of our multiple Christmas decor shows that we're going to be doing on Whatnot. If you haven't joined Whatnot, make sure you do. In fact, if you use one of our links, you could actually, and you haven't shopped on there, you could actually get between $10 and $200. They're randomly giving new subscribers between $10 and $200. This is a cute little bag. And again, no year on it, but I just thought, I love the font on the bottom there, the Merry Christmas font. It's like a little Santa bag. Santa's rosacea is really affecting him quite a lot right now. I love the little bunny too. Look at the little bunny there. And it's got the tie still in there. This was $3.99, so $3. But again, very cute sort of thing for our vintage shows. So these aren't going to be big money makers. We will probably list them starting at $5 to $10 for those kind of things. This was something I couldn't pass up because I just walk by, and whenever I see vintage sheets of any kind, and number one, I'm trying to hope, I cross my fingers that they're not a twin, that they're double or larger. And this is the pattern. This pattern pot was hanging. I thought, oh my God. I actually opened it up, and it does not look like it's ever been used. In fact, it still has all of the folds from when it was in something. I think they might have even taken it out there and refolded it to throw onto the thing. This is Stevens Utica. That's the name of the actual manufacturer. There's no iron per cale. And it is a full flat. So 81 inches by 104 inches. And it is a beautiful flat sheet for $5. So this is a $5 flat sheet. And I thought, oh, look, it's got the fitted sheet. No, 2 flats. And flat sheets seem to have a lot better ability to flip than fitted in a lot of cases, because you could put any kind of fitted sheet on. No one really sees it. It's the flat sheet that most people see. So again, these are probably $5, $10 for the pair. I'll probably try and get like 30 to 40 for them. So, and I will try these on a Facebook group before I try them onto an eBay or an Etsy.
Yeah, we've seen those in the past, and we've actually sold some damaged ones as cutters. This is going back 5 or 6 years, but there are some people in the marketplace that buy damaged and cut them up and use them for other projects. So
I got a couple more things to show you. Just again, it was just a short little thing. I thought I'd have some fun. This was something I don't think I've got the video of it, but I do think I put a picture of it. I was walking and I thought, I'm going to go down this little aisle, and this one store that I usually don't go to has these tight little aisles that a big girl like me can barely fit down. Like I have to leave the cart at the thing and go between these like big metal things. And I go and I thought, well, I'll go. I don't normally go back there, but I did. And then this is what I spotted. Look at this sitting on a chair. It's a little picnic.
I saw the sewing machine and thought, oh no, not another one.
No, it wasn't the sewing machine. No, not another sewing machine, but that's the picnic basket. And so I took a better look at it, and I had to pick it up. Take a look at this. This is, I thought, is this somebody did? No, this is a vintage Walt Disney Productions. Now, if you recall from our Disney show a couple of weeks ago, and remember, if you haven't seen it, take a look in our YouTube channel. It is one of our shows. We did a show on Disney. Walt Disney Productions is pre-1986. So this is a Mickey and Minnie, pre-1986. Now, here's a couple of things I love about it. One, it's in amazing shape. Look, it's very clean. It's in great shape. Everything about it is in great. None of the side wicker, none of it's pulled. This is in amazing shape. The wood itself looks pretty good. And not only that, look how cute it is inside. It's got the little gingham thing. And if you notice, it's got a checkerboard. And the thing is on the front, there's a checkerboard too. See, you can even see it in there. There's the little thing, and there's a checkerboard. So it's just adorable. And again, it's actually light. So it's a little large for shipping. But I actually did see if I can find this. I think I did find it.
There's no brand name on it, is there?
No. But take a look at this. This sold on Worthpoint, which I was using a lot today. I used Worthpoint a lot today for $89.99 on eBay in May of 2022. So again, I might try this in a Disney group before I try it on Facebook on another way of selling it. So no splinters. But yeah, I couldn't see any makers on it, and they didn't have any even in this one that we could find from here. Let me see what else I got in there. Oh, here's that thing I forgot. I had this set up. I didn't look at it. So this is the Dangerous Dan. So you can see here, $285, $130, $120, and then just his head for $15, $175. But if you can see the picture, that's what we were talking about when Donna was mentioning. These are the rubber accessories that he has, but that sold for $175. So again, with what I've got so far, I think I did pretty well. I've got the Coke thing that could be, let's say, on the really low end, 50. I've got the bear, 150. That's 200. I've got the sheets, another 50 for all those sheets and fabric I showed you. I got the weed whacker, probably 50. So where are we at now, Rick? Are you adding this up? That's 250, I think. I got the.
I'm not
I
paying
got the
attention.
Star Wars thing, which I know is probably about another 100. So $350. I got the picnic basket. So now we're at $450. So we're over $450, and I only spent $120. And I might even have another little thing or two to show you as well. Last couple of things to show you. One of these is, just because I always tell you to take a look for these names, I had to grab this. This is a name that you will recognize. I always look for something, and if I see something in the pottery, the plates and everything like that, I basically flip every plate. Flip them. And again, I flip this over, and this is what I saw. A name you should always try to recognize. Look for Villeroy and Bosch, or as some of you may pronounce it, Vel, Eroy, and Bach. And this one is here. Luckily, the sticker's still in the back there, and this is called Toys Fantasy.
Bach,
And it's
Bach, MFer.
Bach, 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 Bach. Yeah, from Crazy Rich Asians. Bach, Bach. That's what Piglin says. So this is actually a really cute plate as well. I did the whole thing. I pinged it, or tried to ping it as best I can. No cracks or chips or anything like that. The nice thing is when you see this as well, you know it's probably not been washed. There's a little bit of dirt right up here. That's just got to be rubbed out. But it's a weird one, because I did look this one up, and it's all over the board. So I'm going to show you what, I don't know what this is going to end up being like, but here it is. This is, I went with a long list. So first I looked up Villeroy Bosch. Then I looked up Villeroy Bosch and added Toys Fantasy, because this is Toys Fantasy, which is the name on the back here. Then I added Bowl. Then I added Tree, because if I didn't add Tree, then I had like 100 of these. So there's the Bowl right there. It sold in February for 100 of 2020 for $141. Now, interestingly, that's Toys Fantasy, but that's not the same tree. You can see, you can look at, here's my tree. Here's my tree. This is my tree. This is not my tree. Or this is my tree, but not my plate. This is my plate, but not my tree. This is no tree, no plate. No plate, no tree. No tree, no plate, no tree. Another tree for $35. So this is just so weird. But here's the same plate for $29.
And that's more recent.
And that's in August. Now,
but that could just be because of seasonality.
Well, yeah, because this other one sold in, but it sold in a February period.
Because somebody broke theirs during the holidays.
During the holidays.
To replace it.
So again, now what did I pay for it? No, it wasn't big money, but again, I just want you to look for these. $4.99. I'm not going to have a big risk for $4.99. It looked like I'll probably try and list it to try and flip it as fast as I can. Probably list it for like $75 and take a $50 offer on it. I might be ballsy and list it for a lot more, but you never know. Some of the times I just want to get this stuff out of here. Now, well, the last one I'm going to show you is just the most fun. I went to the last thrift store I went to. I thought, I'm not going to even go to the thrift store. Rick doesn't like this thrift store. If we go, he actually sits in the car. I didn't have him with me. I thought, what the hell? I'll take a look. And I walked in, and first place I looked is obviously the Christmas section. This is actually where I did find the Mickey Mouse, but I found that later on. What I did find was the strangest thing. As I turned into the Christmas section, this was what I found. It is the December Diamonds Merman. Now, what is a merman? Well, a merman is basically a mermaid man figure. This is Officer Rip. Like Sherry's, what the? There. This is Officer Rip. One world, one ocean. Let's protect it with Officer Ripped. And so this is what I ended up picking up. I picked up, here he is. Here is Officer Ripped. Now, these are like not porcelain, but they're like that resin. So I'm going to take the, Elisa would buy them just for shits and giggles. Of course I would spot that. Well, so this is and it's still he's still wrapped. He's like a condom. He's completely safely wrapped. I don't know if he's ever been out. Now he is an ornament, I guess, because it said housewares, and you can hang him up. So there you go. There is Officer Ripped. There's his lovely little mermaid fins. There's his little ripness.
I don't understand how he has fins coming out of his jeans.
I know. Well, that's true. He does. Yeah, that is.
Are they pockets?
Coming out of his jeans. That's true.
Hey, little boy, look at the elephant.
Officer Rip. So that's one of the lovely mermen that I ended up buying. But I also, there were four. I also picked up. This is
Tattoo. The plane. Not that tattoo.
Tattooed ornament with a beer in his hand. I don't understand, but he has a beer in his hand, so he's the butch tattooed merman. Still protecting our one world, our one ocean, protected. Then we have goalie. There's a goalie. He's ripped his shirt open, poor boy. And last but not least, for just in time for Mardi Gras, it's the Cajun. And here he is with all his beads, where he's obviously flashed his.
It looked like he was tweaking himself.
Huh?
It looked like he was tweaking himself.
He's like
Tokyo.
No, he's not. He's got a coin in his hand.
Oh, okay.
What a mind you have. Now, here's the thing. I actually have seen these once before, and I think Adrian may even have one of these on his Christmas tree. And take a look at this on Worthpoint. There he is, the Mardi Gras man, sold for $149.
I think the ones you have checkered pants.
I did. Well, yeah, he does. You're right. This is Cajun. That's jambalaya. So here they are again, $100. There's Touchdown for $100 from 2008. So maybe Coach will do okay. Goalie will do okay if the Touchdown guy can get that much money. These were $4.99 a piece, and there are 224 solds of these. The most expensive being, look at this. They even had a set of ornaments from this year for $185 for the set of 3. So I don't know. Touch down there. What? So I just thought that was a lot of fun to find. Again, now Rick actually, when I showed him these, guys, I did show him these. He actually found one that I can't remember. I think it was you told me in the store. Go back and find this one. He found one that actually was listed on eBay or sold for $1,000.
It's actually on Worthpoint.
It's on Worthpoint?
Yeah, if you search for December Diamonds Merman Cowpoke.
Cowpoke. No results. Merman.
Or just do December Diamonds Cowpoke.
Well, there he is. There's a cowpoke for $39.
Try cowpoke as 2 words.
Try poking the cow separately.
2 words.
but that's the same cowpoke that was $39.
I know. So that one might be an outlier.
Sorry, I don't have the page up there. He sold for $1,000, but he also sold for $39. So, but again, it's not about the poking of the cow. It's about the saving of our oceans. Remember? One world, one ocean. Let's sell it. So again, $4.99 for each of these guys. At basically $200 right there. So what you saw today in my little runaround and thank you for spending 40 minutes with me, is our Black Friday sales could turn into some green. That's what I'm hoping. We have over $500 probably enabled to list from $120 worth of actual purchases. So $100 US, $500 US in sales. So I think that I'm going to have some fun this weekend listing all this stuff, putting out the little thing, like the little Christmas decorations, but mostly I'll just be staring at the merman. No, oh, Janet went to a sale that had 2 foot high. No, that's too big to ship. Rick would not allow that to sell. But actually, if you remember, Weird does sell. If you guys remember, we sold those little martini glasses that Rick picked up with the girl sitting in the martini glasses, and we bought the 3 martini glasses for $12.99, and we sold 2 of those for $75 a piece. So this looks like almost the same thing. A resin policeman. I don't know what he's going to do, but there he is. It's time for Christmas, and if you need a merman, if you know a cop, if you need a merman yourself,
Officer,
you can get a hold of us. You can do your own crafting. You can give him hair on his chest if you like. We're not going to do that for you, but we can sell it to you maybe at a small discount, but not $4.99. No way. Thanks for joining me here for our little pop-up to say, here's a pop-up for a Black Friday. Thrift it or throw it. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the stuff in there, and maybe you'll take a look around this weekend. Use your coupon. I used all 3 of my coupons. I saved myself on $120. I think I saved myself $40 or $50 by using those coupons. So use those coupons. See if you can find a merman of your own. If not, see what else you can find out there that's Christmassy, or it might just be vintage, or it might be just a sealed thing in a box. You never know what you'll find when you go out on a thrift hunt. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you on Tuesday for our estate sale flip, where we're going to show you how we spent $200 or maybe less, and we think we're going to flip it for $2,000. So hopefully you'll join us for that. And most of the stuff was Rick's purchases. That's the interesting thing. So
just things I found.
Just things he found. Thanks again. Have a great Cyber weekend. Hope you're putting your sales up. You got coupons. You got everything you can. And if you need hints on what to do, take a look at all the other videos that are on our YouTube channel. They'll give you hints on how to send offers, how to check prices, how to use Therapy, all sorts of different things like that. So hopefully we'll see you again soon. Woof. I'm Bad Dog. I'm out of here. No more shopping for me. Got to do listing.
Bye.
Thanks for everybody on Facebook for joining us too. And thanks to everybody here as well who was a member of the Kennel Club. Thanks for the support. Woof.